everybody, thank you so much for joining us. I just got done editing the Owtlet video, and I have to say how much of an honor it was to have her join us. She is a funny, charismatic, amazing producer and DJ. And we're all coming off of this massive high from last Friday's festival, where she also threw down super hard, along with the previous guest, Kraken. Loved seeing him there. My buddy from college, Dalton Kita, who's Lucid Vision, he was also there, and it was really cool to see him. And of course, we had the Pew Pew Boys. They played last on the stage. I got a lot of great footage of them, and they absolutely fucking killed it. Super proud of them. This festival wasn't a small feat, and they absolutely pulled it off. Absolutely. Make sure to stick around for her interview and her performance. They're both amazing. And if you like this kind of content, please consider liking, subscribing to the channel, and even hitting the bell icon so you can know when we post videos and when we go live. The live videos are super fun, and we're going to have a lot of really great lives coming up, including a set from Lost Lands. That's going to be next week. But without any further ado, here's the one, the only, Sam, aka Owtlet. Let's go. Record. Okay, we're recording.
And we are live.
Oh my goodness.
Part 265.
Part 200. Yeah, take. Goddamn.
3 hours later.
This wasn't.
You have to do the High School Musical.
This wasn't this hard when my guest was a dude. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I know. Shame on me. No. You are the first lady guest to the show.
So honored.
Yeah, for sure. I'm honored. We are honored to have you. How long have you been working on music?
Yeah, so I kind of was always in music throughout my entire life, but I started in piano lessons when I was very young.
Did you do music in school?
Yeah, I did music in school, so I did choir and piano lessons. Those were my things growing up that I did within music. And then I started vocal lessons about 5 years ago.
Oh,
and
really?
then I've started the actual production about 1.5 years ago. So
the actual production of like dubstep and like learning how the production process works when you
I make
and maybe not just dubstep, like how like recording music as a whole.
It's definitely a lot different, like singing just in like a classroom where like you're being taught versus like singing recording. It's two different things completely.
Oh yeah.
So I had to learn how to do that with the production and everything, and like it's still a process. Like I'm only 1.5 years in, but like from where I've progressed and the people that have taught me and like the supporters I've had that has helped me along the way, it's like it's super nice. I love it.
And so this is a path you're producing music now. I'm losing my train of thought.
Brain is not braining.
The brain is not braining. No, because I went deep into your SoundCloud. I found some old stuff that you were doing. You were just releasing like little pieces, like little 30-second parts, and we'll listen to them in a little bit. Because I have them all. I have a couple of them.
I started with like lo-fi. That's what I kind of started with, was more ambient lo-fi, because I started with that, and then I got into more like melodic dubstep, because that's what I really want to produce, and like that's what I've been really diving into. And then I've started like dubstep as well, so I kind of integrate both of those. Like Millennium is my biggest inspiration, and I love like.
Did you go see him at the stadium show he did last year?
I did.
We were there incredible. Too.
Yeah, it was. So
were you
incredible.
On the floor or on the base?
I was on the 6th row up. So
you were in the stands. You didn't get to go on the floor.
No, but I was super close to the stage, so I was like stage right, so I got to see like. I could see them very well, so it was nice.
You were like across we were in the nosebleeds.
Oh, okay.
We were across the other side of the stadium from us.
Nice.
What was the sound really good from there? And you could see like the guitar, like guitar players and stuff.
When he went in the middle and everything, I was like, oh
the 360,
my God.
Yeah, that was sick.
When he like played all of his like past stuff, like that's what initially got me into it. Like I actually got into EDM by listening to Trap Nation off of YouTube. That was like what really got me into it, because like I was listening to like pop and the normal normie type stuff, and then I got into that and I was like white people stuff. But
for real.
Yeah.
And so there was when were you inspired to like, I want to make music? When was that switch flipped in your life?
Well, so what happened was I actually did a bunch of different things growing up. My mom put me in a bunch of like dance classes and like I did cheerleading, I did hip hop and tap and jazz.
Let's not have
ballet.
another JoJo Siwa on our hands.
Yeah, I literally was JoJo Siwa in a different font. It was crazy. But so I like after that everything stopped when I turned 18.
Really?
And I got kind of in a depressive state. I didn't know what direction I wanted to take. I was like, what is my thing? And then obviously like I found EDM and like I absolutely was super inspired by it and like emotion driven by it. And I went to a panel one time and it was a bunch of artists that I looked up to and they were talking about their life of like growing up and like also not really knowing what direction to take and some of their hardships, and all of them were the same. Like they were just normal kids doing normal things, and then they were inspired and started making music, and now they're these wonderful great artists that I look up to. And so like that was the moment, the like eye-opening moment for me of like I could be doing something different with my life. Like I shouldn't be just like doom scrolling all day sitting in my bed. Like it's not productive. Like you get one life and you should live it. So like I chose my outlet as music. So
okay, so I do want to talk about the name Outlet.
yeah.
But really quickly, I want to talk about maybe something that's a little personal, because like as a vocalist, how do you sometimes I'm recording my own vocals and I'm just like, I think I sound awful. How do you get through that as a vocalist? How do you listen back to your own vocals and trust the process? Or do you think that like, do you listen to your vocals and like, this is awesome? Or do you listen to your vocals and like, this sounds like shit? And like, how do you power through those moments when you're like really worried about your own voice?
So with that, my suggestion, I used to be like that too. And then I realized like you're also a producer as well.
Yes.
So you know how to mix vocals. You know how to make vocals sound good.
Do I?
So when I record something and I listen to it back, I'm like, this sounds pretty mid, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm a producer. I can put my vocal chain on there. I can put these effects and make them sound the way I want it. Because like when you're going through the process and you're already mixing the vocals, you can make certain parts stand out. You can do whatever you want with them to do that. So like if my confidence is ever lower, I'm like, well, let's do a few takes. I always do multiple takes and then I'll comp them and then I'll be like, okay, we'll take the best one out of them and we'll go with that. And it's perfect that way because then I can add whatever I want to it. And I think it's really nice to be able to be a vocalist and a producer. It's kind of like the perks of that.
You're producing it's so, and I've been getting a lot into film lately, and it's like when you're filming yourself, when you're recording yourself, there's a certain amount of doubt that goes into what you're doing. And then when I also listen, there's a producer on YouTube that I really, he mostly works with metal musicians, and he was talking about how you get the best performance out of your singers when you push them. Like, so if I'm my producer and I'm the singer, I have to push myself with the really, you do your warm-ups, you do your lip warm-ups, and I can't do that without doing.
Yeah.
Oh wow! I just did it for the. I usually can't do that, so you have to when you. And now I'm spitting. You do your lip warm-ups, you do your vocal warm-ups, and then you get into your higher range, and then you get like to a place where you're ready to go. And a lot of times the best recording comes from that last punch, that last take, where your vocal cords are about to give up.
Yeah. My sister actually taught me how to like scream.
It's
actually
do you scream on some of your vocals, or are you afraid to? Are you ready to get there?
I don't make that kind of stuff, but like she told me it's kind of like a sigh. Like you go like and then you add a little bit more like and then you go and it's like
dude, you're there. You're there.
I know.
Maybe you should do a side project with a metal band. That would be
right?
sick.
That would be so fun.
I've thought about that too. Like with what I do with dubstep, and I want like the potato brand be like where I have to be a singer.
Emo potato.
No, I don't want to have to be a singer either. So I like would. I'd be like potato featuring Connor Daniels, and it's like that's the same guy. Yeah. So
That'd be so funny.
it
That'd be
is.
cool.
Like,
Create it. I'm hearing it right here.
And then people can't say like they don't expect every potato track to have that vocal on it unless it says featuring Connor Daniels, which is literally the same fucking dude.
Exactly.
So maybe that's something. I don't know. Are you gonna put vocals on a lot of your tracks? Your own vocals? Is that something that you see your brand being going forward?
Yeah, so I have a lot of stuff released that I do have vocals on. So like my biggest brand like for all of my music is vocals and production. Like there's a lot of people who are just producers and just vocalists. So like I'm trying to be super inclusive of everything cuz like, you know, my whole brand is like find your music, find your outlet. So like whatever you want to do in music, like I want to be like that person, that outlet that people can go to and be like, hey, like I need help, or like I just want a suggestion on this and this and that. And so like yeah,
she said it. She said the name. No, so I missed this episode. No, so what? Where's the name? So the outlet, you spell it like OWT. It's like almost like an owl, but where does that come from? What does that mean to you? What's the significance of that?
Yeah, so owls as well. Like they're obviously
are like the Batman of owls.
They're obviously my favorite animal. That's the easy answer. But like the more in-depth answer is like they symbolize like wisdom, and that's something that like
in our culture,
yeah. So like wisdom, especially in like the music industry, like the more wisdom you know,
they're brutal hunters. They're
true.
wise. They eat, man. You know?
They do. So like it's having that wisdom, having that knowledge, and just like going with it. And like that was my biggest thing, is like I wanted to symbolize like I want to be the person that can share the wisdom that I know, as well as like obtain wisdom. So like just a whole like sharing of wisdom, and like that was the biggest thing with like the owl.
It's so crazy when you hear an owl when you're out. Here at this apartment, it was probably like last year. I just was outside letting the dog out, and I just hear. I'm like, yo. So, you're playing the Invasion Festival this weekend. How do you know the Pew Pew Boys or Bobby and Jaylay?
I met them, and they ended up coming to my birthday set because I played an exclusive birthday set at Shell of It Lounge, which is where the after party is going to be at. So like I played there for my birthday set on August 15th, and I already knew them a little bit beforehand, just like through Instagram. Like we met there, and so they invited me to be a part of Invasion Fest, and I was like, why would I pass that up? So like I was of course I said yes, and I was really excited.
And you have a pretty big following on TikTok, and is that your main platform?
Yeah, TikTok and Instagram for
your main
like
platforms.
my socials.
And you have a pretty big following. What do you attribute like the growth of your channel mostly to? Like I've seen, dude, you do skits, you do a lot of other different types of videos.
I try to kind of be a modern influencer just because it's kind of like necessary. Like some people have made it without it, and that's fine, but it is kind of like at least being somewhat interactive with your followers, I think is really important. Like I post pretty much once a day. I don't think it's 100% necessary, but like as somebody who grew up kind of like being an influencer, like I kind of always was just like I had a little bit of a niche for it, so I was like, I might as well transfer that knowledge to being with my music. So like I can, kind of like be relatable to people, a little bit
put you
comedic.
in the category of influencer and not influencer. There's a difference.
I'm a demure influencer.
Very, very mindful. Very demure.
Very
Very because you're talented. You actually have you have something to bring to the table. I think there's a lot of influencers out there that are just go off looks or whatever, and it's all and a lot of the looks is just manufactured.
Yeah.
You're a music producer. You're a singer. You have something to bring to the table.
Yeah.
And I think that I really hope that going forward through the digital revolution that people like you are taking more seriously because you have something more to bring to the table. All right. So I actually was telling you earlier that this show is very much inspired by Hot Ones, but I didn't get to finish the thought because we had so much going on. So Hot Ones is Yeah, cheers for sure. Thank you so much for coming on.
Of course.
Let's go. There we are. We're back.
Clap, 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 clap.
We're back. So one of the so Hot Ones was a huge inspiration for the show because Sean Evans is just such a great interviewer. I honestly kind of I've watched back some of my interviews. I suck at interviewing. I'm not. I talked too much about myself in a lot of them, and as I'm currently doing. But the one of the things that he does on his show is they do a deep dive on their guests' Instagrams and let's explain that gram. But I'm like, well, okay, so how can I switch that over to a DJ style thing? Let's explain that SoundCloud. So I go do a deep dive on my guests' SoundCloud pages. Okay. And we listen to old tracks that they've done.
You should call this section
Explain that sound.
Explain that sound.
Let's go to playlist. So you were doing a bunch of these little short tracks.
Yeah, it was just little I think you heard that was a lot slower, but it was a little bit of a lo-fi
and this I think it's super cool. Let's do the Honolulu one on this day.
The mix is absolute dog shit, but
the mix is dog shit.
Yeah, but it's okay. It was the vibe. I was learning. If it's nice,
it's so short.
Play it twice.
It's so short that.
Yeah, it's so short. I don't even know why I uploaded these or why I still have them active. It was just kind of like who I was, when I first started. This was my first 2 months, and I was just let's make some cute little stuff and
turn that into some UK dub stuff.
No, I think that I think it's beautiful. I think
Thank you.
What it's doing, even this is what we do. This is the potato pod special. So as a guitar sample, did you use a guitar sample?
I was learning Serum as well, so I did that all through Serum. I found just a Serum patch I really liked. So I was
all those plucky sounds or Serum?
Yeah, it was a plucky Serum thing.
Whoa, that's pretty sick. I would love to see that patch.
You should do your synth pluck.
Oh well, I play real instruments. Okay, all right, you guys.
I don't.
I'm fucking with you. I'm performatively an egotistical elitist musician. Yeah. No, that's the point. Is I'm supposed to be kind of an asshole. Yeah, I'm gatekeeping. Yeah, you guys aren't allowed to be musicians. Fuck you all. No, for real. No, it's really cool. It's cool to see the evolution from stuff that you were doing back then and what you're doing now. Are you gonna do some originals for us tonight? What do you have planned for the potato pot? I hope that you're gonna hold back and that you're really gonna throw it down for the Invasion Festival.
Yeah, I'll do a little bit of my Invasion Fest stuff tonight. That's fine, just to practice. But
because no one's watching. We got nobody in chat. We have 5 viewers. Fuck these guys. Yeah, fuck these people. They don't.
Hey.
No,
I love you deeply.
We all love you deeply.
You know that when I say fuck you guys, I mean I love you.
No, that's abusive.
Yeah. It is abusive.
Fuck is just a synonym of love, right?
Yeah, fuck you guys.
In the right context.
Love you guys. No. These bitches? No, so I'm really excited to see what you have in store for us. We're going to go ahead and move on to her show. I'm gonna do my whole bit. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, you are absolutely missing out because we do this live every Wednesday. You gotta join us live. That way you can be in the chat. You can ask questions. We would read the chat if there was people in it to fucking talk to them. But what we're gonna do is this is all being recorded on both cameras. I'm going to release this on the YouTube channel. if you guys, you gotta watch it live. It's so much more fun if you're here and interacting with us. But we're gonna post it to the YouTube channel. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we got Owtlet. She's gonna do a 1-hour set right here on the Potato Pod. God, do we have time? We have 9:06. Yes, we're good. We're good. Let's fucking do this. I love you guys, all of you. Even though I say fuck you, I still love you. Still love you. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're gonna do a commercial. And we'll be right back. Much love. Oh, we got Yo Boy Pancakes is now following. We got another follower. Bro, for sure. Thank you so much for following us, gifting 2 tier 1 subs. That's not a thing. I don't have subs yet. That's not a thing. But thank you so much for following us. We're up to 46. Dude, we need 4 more followers. We've been doing this for months. 4 more followers.
4
Thank
more.
you so much for following. Yeah. Yo Boy Pancakes. Hoot hoot. Oh, is this one of your fans?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, dude, say hi.
Hello, thank you for coming.
Aw.
Your boy says hoot hoot.
Yeah.
Hoot hoot.
Dude, thank you so much, brother. I do appreciate you so much. All right, let's take this quick break, and then when we come back, we're gonna do the full show. Yo, I just keep thinking about how dope her set was from in the Invasion Festival, and how dope everybody's set was. It was just such like a blur of such a great time, and I just want to give my thanks to Sam, aka Owtlet, for coming out to my humble little show and gracing us with her presence. And I also want to thank my OG Twitch followers, whose names are on the screen right now. If you want to be part of the live streams, all you gotta do is click subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notifications about when we go live. We go live every week. We've got some awesome shows coming up, including one from Lost Lands and my buddy Milam, who's going to be here this week. So thank you so much for joining us, and I will catch you on the next one.